record. I'm going to say in words what's happening for each of these, because sometimes the notation is a little overwhelming. And so if we practice explaining what this looks like, then you might have a better understanding of how to match. Okay, so all of them have a first term of 5, right? And that's what's going on over here. So all of our A of 1s work. So we have to look to the rule. So now I'm going to go through each of the rules to decide to help us figure out which one matches. So this is well, let me start with this. Take the first term and so the first one is going to be multiply by 4, then subtract. The next one is going to be take the first term and make it negative, and subtract 4. Okay. The next one is take the first term, multiply it by -5, then add 4. And the last one is multiply by -4, then subtract 1. So now let's see which one makes sense, right? So we have to see if it works every time. So if I take 5 and multiply it by 4, 5 times 4 is, and this shouldn't even say first, it should say previous term, sorry, previous term. So we take the previous term, we multiply by 4, that's 20, and then we subtract 5. Does that work? No, that one doesn't work. We can get rid of that. Okay, so now we take the previous term 5, make it negative, so now it's -5, and subtract 4. So -5 minus 4, that's -9. That doesn't work. Right, we need it to equal -21. Multiply by -5. So 5 times -5 is -25. And add 4. Well, that's -21. That's promising. Okay, but now it has to work for the next one. So now we need to look and say, okay, well, let's do it to -21. If we, oh, not that one. This one. So this works for the first term to go to the second term, but does it work for the following one? So now let's say, okay, well, -21 times 5 plus 4. -5 times, that's -105 plus 4. Nope, that doesn't work. And then finally, multiply by -4 and subtract 1. So 5 times -4 is -20, subtract 1. That works. Let's try it for the other. Okay, so now -21 times -4 and subtract 1. So -4 times -21, that's -80, or that's +84. 84 minus 1. That makes us happy. It's 83. So we have to go through this process multiple times to check to make sure that the rule works. I can see why it would be a little overwhelming because you have all 4 of these. So a quicker strategy would be to say like, okay, well, how do I get 5 to negative 21? But we can't do it. That's the challenge with recursives that are more challenging, is we can't do it just like add a number, subtract a number, or multiply by a number. We can't have one common ratio or one common difference to get us from one term to the next. It's more complicated than that. So that's why we have to go through the process of multiple choice. Any questions?